Okay, so today we're going to work on our sleeve sloper. Hopefully you've already made your front and your back bodice slopers, because without those you won't have any purpose for making the sleeve sloper. So you can check those out on the blog, and this pattern is going to be for a set-in sleeve that's going to correspond with your front and back. So the measurements that you're going to need are your full sleeve length, which is from the sleeve ridge or the shoulder ridge to your wrist measurement, and that's going to be your desired length. My sleeve length will be 22 inches. Next, you will take your bicep circumference measurement, and that will be the widest point of your bicep. Typically, it falls just about at your apex, or you can look to your sleeve, your front sloper and your back sloper at where your side seam starts. So just at the top there will be about your bicep measurement. My bicep measurement is 11 inches circumference, and you want to take that measurement a little loosely because this will be a set-in sleeve. So you can kind of keep your finger between your arm and the measuring tape, so when you take that you have a little bit of ease. You're also going to want to take your wrist measurement. So you'll take the circumference of that, but we're going to take the circumference of the widest point of your hand as well, so that when you're putting your arm into the sleeve, if you were to make it in a woven fabric, which this pattern is for, you'll be able to get your hand through that wrist measurement. So be sure, well, through the finished wrist circumference. So my wrist is 7.5 inches, and I just took that around my wrist. And you can take your cap height as well, which is from your shoulder ridge to your bicep, but we're not going to play with that just yet. I'm also going to include on the blog a measurement chart that gives you all of the parameters for all the sizes if you feel you'd rather work off of a measurement chart instead of a mannequin or yourself. So that's just for reference if anyone has any issues with cap height or with figuring out measurements that are on a graded scale. So we're going to work on paper now, and we're going to plot these measurements to actually draft our sleeve pattern.